Mathematics classes by Nikita. So as you all know, we were doing the NCERT exemplar of chapter 5 complex numbers, and we have covered till question number 39 in the last video. So today I am starting with question number 40. Please, if you have any problem, please mention in the comment section about my speed, about my writing, or any other complaint. Okay, so let's start with question number 40 now. So a real value of x satisfies the equation 3 minus 4 iota x divided by 3 plus 4 iota x equal to alpha minus iota beta, where alpha and beta are real numbers, if alpha square plus beta square is equal to. So you have to find the value of alpha square plus beta square such that a real value of x, so x is a real number which satisfies this equation. So question number 40, consider 3 minus 4 iota x divided by 3 plus 4 iota x equal to alpha minus iota beta. Okay, so now from here I have a complex number in the denominator, this 3 plus 4 iota x. So first I will try to get rid of this. So therefore from here I get that this is equal to, so I will multiply and I will divide by 3 minus 4 iota x. So you will get this thing. So this is equal to alpha minus iota beta. And this implies that this is equal to 3 minus 4 iota x whole square divided by 9 plus you have 4 4s are 16x square. Okay, so this is equal to alpha minus iota beta. And this implies, now open the square, you will get 9. Then you have plus 4 iota x ka square. Then you have minus 3 2s are 6, 6 4s are 24. So minus 24 iota x divided by 9 plus 16 x square equal to alpha minus iota beta, and this will give you 9. Now you have 4 iota x ka whole square. Iota square will give you minus 1, and 4x ka whole square is 16x square. So you will have minus 16x square, and then you have minus 24 iota x. Minus 24 iota x divided by 9 plus 16 x square is equal to alpha minus iota beta. And now I will compare or equating, or you can write comparing or equating. So comparing real and the imaginary parts. So what you will get? I will get that alpha is equal to, the real part is 9 minus 16 x square divided by 9 plus 16 x square, and the imaginary part, which is beta, is equal to 24x divided by 9 plus 16 x square. Okay, let's find what is alpha square plus beta square. Now this will be equal to 9 minus 16 x square whole square plus 24x whole square divided by 9 plus 16 x square whole square. Now just open the square in the numerator. So what you will get? 9 9s is 81, then plus 256 x to the power 4, then minus 9 2s are 18, and 18 into 16 is 8 6 are 48. So you will get 288. So minus 288 x square, then plus 24 into 24. So 24 into 24 is 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 8 9. Then you have 8, then you have 4. So you will get 6. Then 9 plus 8 is 17. Then 576. So 576 x square divided by 9 plus 16 x square whole square. And now I am simplifying this, so you will get 81 plus 256 x to the power 4 and then plus 576 minus 288. So you will get 288. देखो 576 में से 288 माइनस करेंगे तो क्या आएगा 8, then you have 8, then you have 288. So plus 288, okay, divided by 9 plus 16 x square whole square. And in the numerator, this is nothing but this is equal to 9 plus 16 x square whole square and divided by 9 plus 16 x square whole square, which is equal to 1. Okay, got it? तो यहाँ पे अब numerator जो है it is equal to the denominator. So this is the value of alpha square plus beta square. So therefore the correct option is 1. That is the A part. So A part is my correct answer. I hope you got it. Question number 41. Which of the following is correct for any two complex numbers z1 and z2? Question number 41. तो आपको ऑप्शंस पिक करके देखना पड़ेगा, या अगर आप कुछ इंट्यूटिवली कुछ देखना चाहते हैं तो मैं यहाँ पे देख सकती हूँ. तो यहाँ पे मॉड की बात हो रही है, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स ले रखा है, आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स. सो आई विल ट्राई टू स्टार्ट विद z1 एंड z2 बाय टेकिंग देयर पोलर फॉर्म्स. ठीक है, सो लेट z1 equal to mod of z1 cos of theta 1 plus iota sine of theta 1, and z2 is equal to mod of z2 cos of theta 2 plus iota sine of theta 2. So I will find the product of z1 and z2 and let's see, is there any relation between mod of z1 z2, is there any relation between argument of z1 z2. अगर इनमें से कुछ निकल के आ गया then you don't have to take this z1 plus z2. ठीक है, so what is z1 into z2? So z1 into z2 will be equal to mod of z1 into mod of z2, and then you have cos of theta 1 plus iota sine of theta 1, then this is multiplied by cos of theta 2 plus iota sine of theta 2, and this will be equal to mod of z1 into mod of z2. And now let's multiply these two expressions. So what you will get, cos of theta 1 cos of theta 2, then you have plus iota cos of theta 1 sine of theta 2, then you have plus iota sine of theta 1 cos of theta 2, then you have minus sine of theta 1 sine of theta 2. Now let's put the real and the imaginary parts together. So what we will get? We will get cos of theta 1 cos of theta 2 minus sine of theta 1 sine of theta 2, then plus iota times you have cos of theta 1 sine of theta 2, then plus sine of theta 1 cos of theta 2, and this is equal to mod of z1 into mod of z2 and cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So this is equal to cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay, then plus iota. So you have sin A cos B plus sin B cos A. So this is equal to sin of theta 2 plus theta 1, और you can say theta 1 plus theta 2. ठीक है, ये फॉर्मूला बन के आ रहा है. So you can see that from here what I get, that and this was equal to z1 z2. So z1 z2 is again a complex number whose modulus is this and the argument is theta 1 plus theta 2. तो यहाँ से मेरे पास क्या आया है, this implies that mod of z1 z2 is equal to mod of z1 into mod of z2, and the argument of z1 z2 is equal to argument of z1 plus argument of z2. Now let's see the options. So A option says this and this is true, ठीक है, and B says that argument of z1 z2 is equal to argument of z1 into argument of z2, which is false. So therefore the correct answer is A part. So A part is correct, ठीक है. और बाकी बात रही C और D की, then you can also show that they are not true in general, ठीक है. Under certain conditions they may be true, but in general they are not true. For any two complex numbers z1 z2, C and D are not true. Okay. Now let's see the next question. So next question is question number 42. The point represented by the complex number 2 minus iota rotated about origin through an angle of pi by 2 in the clockwise direction. The new position of point is. Now first of all, what is this question saying? So let's understand this. So complex number जो given है, so let z equal to 2 minus iota. Now if I plot this complex number in the xy plane, then see x is 2 and y is minus 1. So that means somewhere here it will lie. So this is your complex number z. So you can see that it lies in the fourth quadrant, ठीक है. So it is something like this. अगर मैं एंगल की बात कर रही हूँ, आर्ग्यूमेंट की बात, तो या तो हम गे वाला आर्ग्यूमेंट लेते हैं या प्रिंसिपल आर्ग्यूमेंट, या फिर हम गे वाला लेते हैं. सो लेट्स से दिस इज द आर्ग्यूमेंट माइनस थीटा के फॉर्म में अगर हम ले रहे हैं. देन इट इज सेइंग दैट इट इज रोटेटेड अबाउट ऑरिजिन through 90 degrees in the clockwise direction. Now clockwise direction is like this, ऐसे जब हम ऐसे रोटेट करते हैं, ठीक है. तो जब आप इसको 90 डिग्रीज के पास रोटेट करोगे तो आपको एक एंगल बनाना होगा 90 डिग्रीज का. तो समवेयर हियर इट विल कम, दिस इज योर 90 डिग्रीज, और आप इसी डायरेक्शन में रोटेट कर रहे हो. सो न्यू कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इधर आ गया इन द थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट बिकॉज यू आर रोटेटिंग इट clockwise direction. So new position आपको find करनी है. So there is a method, there is a formula. So let z1 be the new complex number. Then z1 is equal to 2 minus iota. You have to multiply this by e to the power minus pi by 2. क्योंकि हम क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन लिख रहे हैं इसलिए मैंने माइनस पाई बाई 2 करा है. अगर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन होता देन आई वुड हैव टेकन द पॉजिटिव साइन, क्योंकि मैथ्स के अंदर हम जब भी रोटेट करते हैं तो हमारी जो इन जनरल होती है दैट इज़ एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. एंटी क्लॉकवाइज के अंदर हम ऐसे मूव करते हैं चीज़ों को लाइक दिस. सो वी मूव इट लाइक दिस. तो इस डायरेक्शन को हम एंटी क्लॉकवाइज लेते हैं तो इसमें एंगल पॉजिटिव लेते हैं, और जब हम ऐसे रोटेट करते हैं क्लॉकवाइज देन वी टेक इट नेगेटिव. सो दिस इज द आंसर. सो नाउ लेट्स सॉल्व दिस एंड यू नो दैट व्हाट इज e टू द पावर x. e टू द पावर x is equal to cos x plus iota sin x. This is the formula. So therefore this will become what? 2 minus iota multiplied by cos of minus pi by 2 plus iota sine of minus pi by 2. Okay, so this is, and this will give you what? 2 minus iota. Now cos 90. So what is cos 90? Cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0. Then what is sine 90? Now first of all, sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So this will be equal to minus iota sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. So therefore this will be equal to minus 2 iota, then you have plus iota square. So this is equal to minus 2 iota minus 1, which is equal to minus 1 minus 2 iota. So this is the correct answer, and in the option you can see that B is the correct answer. So my option B is my correct answer. I hope you understood the question. इसके अंदर जो important चीज़ है वो है clockwise और anti clockwise. Question number 43. So question number 43 says let x and y belongs to R, then x plus iota y is a non-real complex number if. non-real complex number. Question number 43. So first of all, given is what? That x and y are two real numbers. So I can let z equal to x plus iota y. Now this z is a non-real complex number. So this is a non-real complex number. If non-real means, because I know that every real number is a complex number, but now I want a non-real complex number. So that means your y should not be equal to 0. ठीक है, अगर y not equal to 0 आएगा तो that means आपका imaginary part non-zero होगा, and this implies the imaginary part of z is not equal to 0. So you will get a non-real complex number. So therefore the correct option is D. So D is my correct option. So y should not be equal to 0. Now let's see the next question. If a plus iota b is equal to c plus iota d, then which of the following is true? Question number 44. So given is that a plus iota b is equal to c plus iota d. This implies that mod of a plus iota b is equal to mod of c plus iota d. And this implies that their squares are equal, and this implies what? That a square plus b square is equal to c square plus d square. So now you can see that this is given in option number D. So D is my correct answer. Let's see the next question. The complex number z which satisfies the condition mod of iota plus z divided by iota minus z equal to 1 lies on. Question number 45. So you have to find the equation such that this complex number z satisfying this condition lies on. So this is equal to 1. Now from here I can say that this is mod of iota plus z divided by mod of iota minus z is equal to 1, and this implies that mod of iota plus z is equal to mod of iota minus z. Now put z equal to, now z is any complex number, so I want to convert this into a Cartesian equation. z से मैं इस इक्वेशन को ट्रांसफर कर रही हूँ x और y की टर्म्स में. So I will put z equal to x plus iota y. So what you will get? You will get iota plus x plus iota y is equal to iota minus x minus iota y. Now combine the real and the imaginary part. So what you will get? X plus iota times y plus 1. Okay, we were here. So this will be equal to mod of minus x, and then I'll take minus iota common. I'll get y minus 1. Okay, and this will give you what? That the squares are equal, and this will give you what? That x square plus y plus 1 whole square is equal to minus x square plus minus of y minus 1 whole square, and this will give you what? That x square plus y square plus 1 plus 2y is equal to x square plus y square plus 1 minus 2y. Now you can cancel out x square, y square with y square, and 1 with 1. So you will be left with 4y equal to 0. And 4y equal to 0 means that y is equal to 0. Why? Because 4 is not equal to 0. So therefore your z lies on x-axis, because I told you that the equation of x-axis, on the x-axis the y coordinates are 0. So therefore this is your line y equal to 0. So z lies on x-axis. Okay, fine. So the correct answer, let's see the options. So the correct answer is the x-axis. So therefore B is my correct answer. Got it? Now let's see the next question. Now next question is question number 46. If z is a complex number, then you have to tell which of the four options one of the option is correct. ठीक है, तो आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे हमने मॉड ऑफ z स्क्वायर की बात करी है और मॉड ऑफ z होल स्क्वायर की बात की है, इनके बीच का रिलेशन फाइंड करना है. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 46. सो लेट z इक्वल टू x plus iota y. Now first of all, what is mod of z? So this implies that mod of z is equal to under the root x square plus y square. And from here, what will be mod of z whole square? This will be equal to x square plus y square. Okay, mark this as 1. Now I will find what is z square. Now z square is equal to x plus iota y whole square, which is equal to x square plus iota square y square plus 2 iota xy, and this is equal to x square minus y square plus 2 iota xy. Now let's find what is mod of z square. So this will be equal to under the root x square minus y square whole square plus 2xy whole square. Okay, and what you will get after this? Now let's simplify this. This will be equal to under the root. Just open the bracket, so you will get x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4, then minus 2 times x square y square, and plus you have plus 2xy whole square. So you will have 4x square y square, and this is equal to under the root x4 plus y4 plus 2 times x square y square, and this becomes what? Under the root, I can write this as x square plus y square whole square. Okay, which is equal to x square plus y square. So this is your mod of z square. Mark this as 2. Now from 1 and 2 you can see that their right hand sides are equal. So therefore, from 1 and 2, what we get, that mod of z whole square is same as mod of z ka square. So therefore the correct option is B. So B part is the correct answer. Got it or not? Okay. 47. So question number 47 says mod of z1 plus z2 is equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2 is possible if. So under which condition mod of z1 plus z2 is equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2? Question number 47. So start with, let z1 equal to r1. तो आप देख सकते हैं ऑप्शंस के अंदर आर्ग्यूमेंट की बात की जा रही है, मॉड की बात की जा रही है, तो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं पोलर फॉर्म से. सो लेट z1 इक्वल टू r1 cos ऑफ थीटा 1 प्लस आयोटा साइन ऑफ थीटा 1, z2 इक्वल टू r2 cos of theta 2 plus iota sin of theta 2. Now what is z1 plus z2? z1 plus z2 is equal to, so you have to add them. So what you will get? So you will get r1 cos theta 1 plus r2 cos theta 2, then plus iota times, in the bracket you will have r1 sin of theta 1 plus r2 sin of theta 2. Okay, now let's take their mod. Now what is mod of z1 plus z2? So this will be equal to under the root r1 cos theta 1 plus r2 cos theta 2 का whole square, then plus r1 sin theta 1 plus r2 sin theta 2 का whole square. Okay, and this will be equal to r1 square cos square theta 1 plus r2 square cos square theta 2 plus 2 r1 r2 cos of theta 1 into cos of theta 2, then plus r1 square sin square theta 1 plus r2 square sin square theta 2, then plus 2 r1 r2 sine theta 1 into sine theta 2. Okay, now one thing which I want to tell you is, now you can see that I can combine this with this by taking r1 square common. और जब हम r1 square common लेंगे तो हमारे पास क्या बचेगा, cos square theta 1 plus sin square theta 1, which is 1. Then I can combine this with this, so you will get plus r2 square. ठीक है, and plus 2 times r1 r2 कॉमन लिया, आपके पास क्या बचा, cos theta 1 cos theta 2 plus sin theta 1 sin theta 2, which is equal to cos of theta 1 minus theta 2. ठीक है, so this is your mod of z1 plus z2, and it is given that this expression is equal to, so given is what, that mod of z1 plus z2 is equal to mod of z1 plus mod of z2. And what is mod of z1? It is r1, and mod of z2 is r2. So therefore what I have is that under the root r1 square plus r2 square plus 2 times r1 r2 cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to r1 plus r2. Now square both the sides, so I will write squaring both sides. So what you will get, I will get r1 square plus r2 square plus 2 r1 r2 cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to r1 plus r2 whole square, which is equal to r1 square plus r2 square plus 2 r1 r2. Okay, now I can cancel out r1 square with r1 square, r2 square with r2 square. So you will get what, that cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to 1, and this implies that theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to, now cos कब 1 होता है cos is 1 when theta 1 minus theta 2 is 0, because cos 0 is 1, and this implies what, that theta 1 is equal to theta 2. That means what, that argument of z1 is equal to argument of z2. This implies argument of z1 is equal to argument of z2. So therefore the correct option is C. So C part is my correct answer. Now let's see the next part. So next question is question number 48. The real value of theta for which the expression 1 plus iota cos theta divided by 1 minus 2 iota cos theta is a real number is. So you have to find the real value of theta for which this expression is a real number, not a complex number but a real number. Now again a very easy question. So let z equal to 1 plus iota cos theta plus 1 minus 2 iota cos theta. So what I will do is, I will first of all simplify this expression. Okay, now to for z to be a real number, its imaginary part should be 0. Now first of all I will rationalize this. So what you will get, 1 plus iota cos theta divided by 1 minus 2 iota cos theta. So multiply and divide by 1 plus 2 iota cos theta. So what you will get, in the numerator you will get 1 plus 2 iota cos theta plus iota cos theta, then plus 2 iota square cos square theta divided by 1, then you have minus 4 iota square cos square theta, which is equal to, so you will get 1 minus 2 cos square theta plus iota times, you will have 3 cos theta. Okay, and divided by iota square minus 1 hai, so 1 plus 4 cos square theta. Now z is, I want this to be a real number. So z is real if imaginary part of z is equal to 0. That is 3 cos theta divided by 1 plus 4 cos square theta is equal to 0. And what you get? This implies this implies that cos theta is equal to 0 because 3 is not equal to 0. So now the real value of theta. तो आपको अब जनरल वैल्यू निकालनी है थीटा की, पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू नहीं निकालनी दैट हमें पता है कि थीटा इज़ 0, कॉस थीटा इज़ 0 व्हेन थीटा इज़ पाई बाय 2. ऐसे हमें जनरल वैल्यू निकालनी है. तो दिस इम्प्लाइज दैट दिस इज इक्वल टू थीटा विल बी 2n पाई प्लस माइनस पाई बाय 2. ओके, तो पाई बाय 2 पे हमें पता है कॉस 0 होता है. तो अगर आप इसके अंदर you add or you subtract any multiple of 2 pi, you will get 0 only. Okay, so this is the correct option. So option C is my correct option. Now let's see the next question. Question number 49 is the value of argument of x when x is less than 0 is. So question number 49. So given is x less than 0. So basically this is any real number which is less than 0. आपको इसका argument find करना है. So that means let z equal to x plus iota y, or maybe let z equal to x plus iota times 0. ठीक है, where x is less than 0. Now first of all, what is mod of z? Mod of z is equal to under the root x square. So this will be just x. खाली x आएगा और ये पॉजिटिव आ रहा है क्योंकि आर्ग्यूमेंट जो हम लेते हैं वो पॉजिटिव होता है. mod of x. ठीक है. नाउ यू हैव टू फाइंड इट्स आर्ग्यूमेंट. अब आप देख सकते हैं कि आर्ग्यूमेंट की वैल्यू क्या होती है. आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑफ z इज इक्वल टू y बाई एक्स. y यहाँ पे 0 है, सो दिस इज 0. So what is, this is your tan theta. Tan theta is equal to y by x. So this implies so आपके पास क्या आ गया, sin x और sin theta by cos theta is equal to 0. So this implies that sin theta is equal to 0, and this complex number which is x plus iota 0 where x is less than 0, it lies here. So this is your minus x somewhere here because it is negative. मैं x ही लिख रही हूँ but x is less than 0. ठीक है. So what is theta? Theta is equal to sin theta is 0. So that means theta is equal to pi. Theta is equal to pi. Sin 0 is 0. But 0 is 0 का मतलब it is lying on the positive side. But I know that my complex number is lying on the negative x-axis. So therefore I will take theta to be pi because हमें पता है कि sin theta equal to 0 का मतलब है that theta is equal to n pi, where this n is your any integer, any multiple of pi. But here because my x lies on the negative x-axis, therefore theta is equal to pi. So therefore the correct option is C. So C is my correct option. Okay, theta is pi. आपको देख के भी पता चल रहा है फिगर x इधर लाई कर रहा है तो आर्ग्यूमेंट कितना हो जाएगा, दिस एंगल थीटा इज pi. Got it? Now next and the last question is, if f of z is equal to 7 minus z divided by 1 minus z square, where z is equal to 1 plus 2 iota, then mod of f of z is. So question number 50. So given is f of z is equal to 7 minus z divided by 1 minus z square, where z is equal to 1 plus 2 iota. So first of all, let's find what is mod of z. So mod of z is equal to under the root 1 ka square which is 1 plus 2 ka square which is 4 which is root 5. Now mod of f of z will be equal to mod of 7 minus z divided by mod of 1 minus z square, which is equal to, now put the value of z, so this will be equal to 7 minus 1 minus 2 iota divided by 1 minus 1 plus 2 iota whole square inside the mod, which is equal to mod of 6 minus 2 iota divided by mod of 1 minus 1 minus 4 plus 4 iota. Okay, and this is equal to mod of 6 minus 2 iota divided by, so you'll get 1 minus 1 0 plus 4 minus 4 iota, 4 minus 4 iota, so 4 minus 4 iota. Now I can take 2 common, so you'll get mod of 3 minus iota, and in the denominator also you'll get 2 minus 2 iota, which is equal to mod of 3 minus iota divided by mod of 2 minus 2 iota, which is equal to under the root 9 plus 1 divided by under the root 4 plus 4, which is equal to root of 10 divided by root of 8. ठीक है. Now अब आपको कुछ दिख रहा होगा that mod of z was root 5. Now this thing can be written as, this is root 2 into root 5 divided by, now 8, root 8 can be written as 2 into root 2, okay, which is equal to 1 over 2 root 5, which is equal to, root 5 was mod z, so mod z by 2. This simplification has been done so that we get an option. So the correct option is option number A. So A is my correct option. अगर ये न्यूमेरिकल टर्म्स में चाहिए होता तो मैं यहीं छोड़ देती इसको, बट क्योंकि मेरे को ऐसा कोई ऑप्शन दिखा नहीं तो मैंने इसको और सिंप्लीफाई करा, इसको मैंने मॉड जेड की टर्म्स में लिखने की कोशिश करी तो मेरे पास ये आ गया. So guys, we have finished the exemplar solutions of chapter 5 complex numbers. Now I request you all to please randomly solve all the questions. Take any question from this exercise or the example and solve yourself by taking your pen and paper, and please ask your problems in the comment section, and please do like and subscribe my channel and share with your friends, because जितना आप शेयर करोगे नॉलेज उतनी ही नॉलेज आपको in return मिलेगी वापस. So goodbye for today. Thanks for watching my video.